They'll be calling your article back to the Fukushima catastrophe, the greatest ecological catastrophe in human history, bar none. The PR machine, the propaganda machine in full flight. Can you believe these fuckers, NBC, have got the balls to do this? Oh, we're reporting. This is in the top of the Google search engine today, right in the top 10, which, by the way, on a day like today, you can place as cheap as $20,000. Google has jumped ship. They're in the club. These are people from Chernobyl. I mean, my God, what does it matter? The fucking ice wall? We're letting journalists? How do they call these people journalists? They're no more a fucking journalist than I'm a fucking astronaut. They are not journalists. These are black and yellow whores. Black and yellow whores, NBC. I mean, wow. Wow, an ice wall. Think about this. I want you, every one of you to think about this. Today, I believe, is 1,218 days. 1,218 fucking days. Groundhog Day on BALCO. It is sick. Oh, we're going to prevent the water from going in now. 1,218 days of plutonium. Spraying water over the top of these things. And I'm going to review this because there's a lot of newbie freaking people that have come into this fight that we need. Look, when this nightmare happened, I've been an anti-nuclear for my whole life. Fighting this tooth and nail. They told us over and over and over. Every time, oh, Kevin Blanch is crazy. Lectures right here by the hundreds, for the thousands. Finance, #1 school business in the United States. All over. Look, we're going to get a meltdown. I was asked hundreds, thousands of times. Where? In Japan. In California. San Onofre, Diablo Canyon, or on the coast of Japan. Logic, earthquakes. Think about them even building them there. Let's name one. The devil. Wow, sick, sociopath, sick fuckers. Oh, it can't happen. We're tired of hearing this from you, Kevin. This cannot happen. What about Chernobyl? Huh? Hi, I'm Bill Gates. Now, you know, if we just use my software, my Windows 13 that I stole here in Utah, that still will not correct the capital spell world and repress so much technology, it's unreal. We have a pretty good track record if you take out Chernobyl and Fukushima. Sick sociopath thieves. No antitrust laws, no usury law. Fucking you on the mountain here. For you, usury for fucking, not Utah, the Indian word for top of the mountain. That isn't even true. That's not the Ute Indian word for top of the mountain. It's slang, it's slur. That's how we talk here. Utah still now, we're not the Queen's language. We make our language dynamic, hard, aggressive, strong. We get to the point immediately. That's how we live here. This is an old railroad boomtown. Filthy, stinking rich. We're not the Queen's puppets. We don't buy into this bullshit. Well, I guess we do. We used to fight back. Stegner was here, Edward Abbey was here, Keller Gallagher was still here. All these people came here. They landed in Utah for a reason. The anti-nuclear fight was on. Now they just accept, lay down. Oh, fuck. Still waiting for confirmation from Fox News, NBC. People still buy it. Still buy it. When it happened on the shake, I've argued for years. I said, these are Mach 1, Mach 2s. They can't even handle a 7.2. The core cracks on it, but you don't need no fucking tsunami to swamp out the cooling pools. They fucking crack immediately. These things can't handle a 7. This was a 9. Oh, fuck, once in a fucking 100 years. Then why'd it happen 5 years earlier in Phuket? These are massive earthquakes that happen. They happen in the fucking ring of fire, California, fucking dodging bullets. Fucking playing with fire, beyond playing with fire. Livermore, bringing star power to Earth, the fuck you are. You're fucking raping and robbing the fucking Earth and fucking poisoning and killing our children. This is a fucking war. So, oh, it can't happen, Kevin. It can't happen. It can't happen. Don't even, oh, I'm sick of having these conversations with you, Kevin. Can't. Oh, it just happened, fuckers. The wind was blowing out. If the wind was not blowing out, it was just about a calm day, very briskly for 6 days. If it was just a calm day, Japan would have been evacuated. For real. Oh, people don't die of radiation. Now, fuck, they don't. There's 8,000 of the Fukushima fucking 50, Fukushima 100. They were going right out of the Chernobyl playbook. And the PR machine covered up. The UN, and the sad thing is, you're paying for your own fucking murder. Cancer rates have spiked. This is coming right from the fucking liars, the CDC themselves. The #1 cause of death of children in the United States, this just happened, post-Fukushima, is cancer. Cancer rates go. The CDC themselves calls it the cancer pandemic. Every fucking buddy you know is getting cancer and dying. Oh, God's will. I mean, it's sick. This is the new norm. Death. I mean, really? Really? The self-fucking internalizing strife, The self-mutilation tattoo. I saw a really beautiful pregnant girl with a tattoo on her face. They've internalized their strife. Economics, yeah. Hello, tariffs. I've been saying this forever. So it was blowing out. The shake cracked those things. As soon as they crack, I mean, that's how a reactor works. Hello. That is contained insanity inside that little freaking core. When it cracks, that madness is out. Nuclear fission is gamma rays. Never happened. Gamma rays. So what have they done? The whole time, I have the transcript from inside the situation room. I know exactly what's gone on. Kick the can through the PR machine. Kick the can through the PR machine while we could try to solve this. Livermore took the field. John Holdren, eugenics fucking you. Cal Berkeley, Livermore, I was there. And look, in October, the guy head of the nuclear fission department, which that's been running the show, Fukushima, resigned. He resigned. That's why I went there. He said we have to pivot. These billions of dollars we're spending on this is a waste. It's never going to happen. It isn't going to happen. So they're under there on the backside. Was there already tunnels? Fuck yeah. What do you think the Moxie fluid number 3 was? It's a nuclear weapons program pointed at fucking China. Please, come on. The United States, the Department, I mean, come on. Nuclear energy exists for one reason and one reason only. Nuclear weapons, so they can point to nuclear weapons, have fucking companies, the Queen can, and extract their natural resources. Oh, we're going to get their cheap oil, build another fucking pipeline. Yeah, you're going to get it, all right. You're going to get it fucking right up your fucking thyroid is where you're going to get it. It's outrageous. I mean, you think about BP sealed off public beaches in the Gulf. Sealed them off. By the way, Ray Nagin just got 10 years. If that would have happened here in Utah or New York, Blankfield, Mike Lee, same thing. Mike Lee's doing the same thing. Not only would they have not got 1 day in prison, they would have fucking just says, hey, we know what's good for you fuckers. We're elitists. We're fucking, you know, and he, elitist, $1.2 million to the bad, Mike Lee. Fucking, we know what's good for you, sheep. Just shut the fuck up. What's good is for us to extract and fucking steal money. They would have made them a bishop, a cardinal, some powerhouse, build a statue, and give them a bailout. And fucking give them, I mean, Lee's went to put him in jail. New York, he would have got a statue built over him. Utah, he would have became fucking in the Mormon state presidency or whatever they call it now. That he would have became a Mormon astronaut. These fucking people are sick. You are sick as the American populace. Postured and groomed and accepting. Right in your face, they tell you. O'Brien says he fucking executed under orders, Pat Tillman, under the fucking orders of Dick Cheney. Dick Cheney ordered the execution of the most famous man in America. We know this. Oh, it's okay. We looted the fucking country. Oh, Colin Powell stands there. Weapons of complete fucking great. I mean, these are the big crimes against humanity in history until Fukushima happened. The cover up of Fukushima is the great. I mean, we can't recover. You know, we can recover from an economic plight or maybe even a war. Well, not even that because they use white phosphorus. Let's go poison the fucking biblical region where the Tigris meets the Euphrates. That biblical Garden of Eden. Let's go poison it for time, eternity, and call ourselves Christian. Just love them for they know not what they do. That's how these guys play. But the problem is you as the American populace go along. You're working 65, and I can prove it. No debt until 1980, Operation Foxconn, the great conservative movement they call it, which is big co-op through the evangelicals and through the Mormons. Carl Rove wrote his PhD right here. I debated Carl Rove right here in the day. We run him out of here. That's why he went to Texas and found W. Wow. I mean, Prescott. I mean, it's sickening how you guys go along with this PR machine. Oh, the rats. Remember the rats? Oh, it's the rats are chewing. We know who the rats are. The rats are the Department of Energy. I mean, I was in D.C. when they pivoted this thing. I went into the Department of Energy on November 4th. Bobby won the blog and drove me there himself. I was there leading the Million Masked Man March with no media cover. You know how many people participated in the Million Masked Man March that John Anthony and Fairhurst organized? I led the march down Pennsylvania Avenue, freaking down Constitution on a Tuesday with a police escort. That's how big it was, and that's how massive it was. It was intense. Millions of people, many, many millions of people around the world. Not one. Have you seen any of the media coverage of the massive, multi-millions of people protesting in Japan? I mean, radical hardcore. No, they suppress them. They locking them up. In India, they're shooting anti-nuclear protests. Literally, in Taiwan, they're shooting 85% of the population in Taiwan wants no nuclear. They haven't been postured and groomed for 30 years like this sheep. You're working 65 hours a week when you used to work 40 hours a week. Tariffs, hello, usury laws. Oh, free market fairy tales. I'm Ayn Rand, who never claimed to be an economist, who was freaking born and raised in Stalingrad. I'm Rand Paul. We resort to the Ryan Plan, right? An hardcore atheist who's seen all that blood and famine and freaking hardcore in here, lived in Manhattan. Greenspan used to walk around and tug on her freaking skirt. Greenspan's the greatest terrorist in American history. He destroyed this freaking country economically. The Department of Energy. Now, I mean, this is for time and all eternity. Oh, it doesn't kill anybody. Are you kidding me? The atomic veterans, there were 100,000 of them. I'm head of the atomic veterans, have been for years. 40,000 of their finest Marines. Put in the trenches, blown to fucking smithereens. Cut their tonsils out, fucking test. I have them. I have the Baby 2 study, I have the tonsil study, I have the broad fucking study of the atomic veterans. 60,000 Army personnel. Every one of them died of leukemia, unless they were killed in a car wreck or shot in Korea or Vietnam. They were all fucking killed. Went off to fucking Vietnam to fight the Viet Cong. Went off to Afghanistan to fight the Taliban. Went off to Iraq to get a big old sack of $100 bills into Swiss bank accounts. We have the names. Obama, he was told to stand down, just like Gore was told to stand down. The military coup of 2000, the Department of Energy, this is the nuclear cartel, runs this country. And if you don't believe me, you look up the subsidy. Look it up. If we put that much of the subsidy that nuclear gets to solar, this whole country would have been solar fucking a long time ago. People arguing that, oh, well, they don't have the technology to store it. Fuck, they overcome that technology a long time ago. Fucking Germany, fucking, yeah, they get it. Oh, yeah, we're spying on Germany again. Operation Foxconn, fucking. Let's put Snowden out there. Snowden is CIA as it fucking gets. Please, on 60 Minutes, you fuckers fall for anything, you feigning fucking goats. Where's the logic? Where's the logic? Where's the compassion? Where's the caring? Where's the self-respect? Where is the dignity? Where is the honor? None. Gone. Hasta la vista, baby. Fucking, yeah, that moron, phony fraud, too. Let's have sex with the fucking maid. That's what we do. Fucking aggressive, stealing, thieving. Fucking grotesque. This country's gone. White-collar crime is not illegal. It is encouraged. It is freaking thing. Usury, nice guy loans, 500, and they use the court for the collection goons. This was fucking usury, the pillar of Christianity. Opposite, the evangelicals, devils in hairspray, the Mormon. These people are sick. The far-right fucking propaganda machine, the Queen's machine. Wow. Rats, ice wall, number 4, the PR machine just keeps going. Why they say, oh, we got the technology. Holden says we have it. We got to justify our billions of dollars at Cal Berkeley. You think, I love how they have the guts to even have the J. Oppenheimer fucking thing. Those people at Berkeley who fucking, I mean, she teaches it and I go after her. What you guys did to J. Oppenheimer was anti-nuclear, anti-bomb. Fucking Einstein, oh, he's a communist, he's anti, but that's what they do. That's what they do. That's how they play. This is right out of the playbook. Freedom fries, right out of the World War I playbook. They use the same playbook right on you over and over and over. Label them as a communist. Oh, first they come from the socialists, for I am not a socialist. Then they came for the tradesmen and the workers, for I am not a tradesman or worker, so I did not stand up. Then they came for the Jews, for I am not a Jew, so I did not stand up. Then they came for me. There was no one left to stand up. That's the pastor written in the 1930s. Sound familiar? Operation Foxconn, Rupert Murdoch, the Queen's mouthpiece. This is the Queen's mouthpiece. The quintessential Alexander Hamilton, tariffs at the port. You guys will not respect yourselves. You will have no dignity. The self-mutilation, the internalizing strife, body piercing, tattoos, fucking obesity, fucking feeding on grotesque food sources that you know are bad for you. When the alternative sources, they're not alternative, they should be mainstream because you're stressed out fucking wrecks, willing to fucking work to serve each other fucking coffee, 3 tubs of fucking